Good evening and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 166, part 9. Using the Sefer HaChinuch Mitzvah that keeps your soul on its way. And yeah, I'm back in the States, and here we go. Continuing the mitzvah entitled the Tumah of Yoledes, the impurity of a woman who gave birth. The Chinuch explains what is meant by days of Tahara, purity. Every woman who has days of Tumah on account of childbirth also has days of Tahara according to biblical law of purity. The amount of her days of purity are 33 for the birth of a male, which I think we mentioned this idea before, and 66 for the birth of a female. The concept of days of Tahara, purity, is as follows. The biblical law is that after a woman gives birth to a boy, she counts 7 days from the day that she gave birth, and is tummy for 7 days. Whether she gave birth at the beginning of the night, or in the middle of the day, or even close to sunset. She counts the day on which she gave birth as 1 day and uses the 6 days after to complete the requisite 7 days of Tumah, of impurity. During the days of Tahara, of purity, whether she sees blood on some of these 7 days or even on all of the 7 days, on the evening after the 7th day, which is the 8th night, she immerses in a mikveh and thereby becomes pure to her husband. Even if on that 8th night, she is still in the midst of a continuous flow of blood that began during the first 7 days and is not ended, she may immerse in a mikveh that night and become pure to her husband. Because the Torah permits all the blood that the Yoledes sees after 7 days and within the next 33 days from the birth of a son, and similarly after 14 days and within the next 66 days from the birth of a daughter, even if it is a continuation of a previous flow, they consider it pure. In reference to this, the sages of blessed memory said that although all our blood is from the same source, the Torah sometimes deems it impure and the Torah sometimes deems it pure. That is to say, the blood of childbirth, which the Torah declared impure, tameh, and the blood of tahara, purity, which the Torah declared pure, tahar, are from the same place. Meaning that both of them emerge from the uterus, which is the place that produces blood of tumah, of impurity. It is just that the Torah made the status of the blood contingent on the time of its appearance. It renders tumah the blood that issues from her at one time, namely the days of tumah, and it renders tahar the blood that issues from her at another time, namely the days of tahar. Blessed is the one who knows all wisdom, for he made everything with an appropriate, compelling reason. And he, blessed is he, knows that until that time, until the days of purity, the blood is harmful, and from that point forward, during the days of Tahara, it is not harmful. Okay, we're going to go more into this, but that's very fascinating because, again, you might say this is a chok, a type of law that we don't understand, because how can it be? She's bleeding. Usually when a woman's bleeding, you can't have a relationship with her, but he's saying that on a biblical level, this is the law. We'll see that the rabbis made offense, but under biblical law, that's the way it is. Thanks for listening. We'll continue with this mitzvah to sponsor future mitzvah 36-100 for gold. Have a good night.